people do fitness coaching online as well. So if people can do working out coaching online, then there is a possibility that you can also have horse training online as well.
In this space that we see a lot of offers, we usually see most offers deal with kind of the most common spaces. You don't really see a really unique offer break through, which is very interesting given that the equestrian space in and of itself brings a lot of money in the US, and it's such an old-fashioned kind of concept. People that usually have a little bit more higher income dabble in.
So we're back again with James breaking down another offer, and this time we have a horse offer. So James is the one who found it. I'm excited about it. And James, what do you think of this offer?
I think that in this space that we see a lot of offers, we usually see most offers deal with kind of the most common spaces like health, wellness, finance, biz op. You don't really see a really unique offer break through. And personally, I've seen dog training, I've seen, other type of like animal types of offers. I've never seen a horse training offer, which is very interesting given that the equestrian space in and of itself brings a lot of money in the US, and it's such an old fashioned kind of concept that people that usually have a little bit more higher income dabble in. And so it's a nice unique positioning in a market that already makes money, and I'm surprised there aren't more of these offers out there. So I'm really excited to dive into this.
Yeah. So we looked into a tons of offer, and this was one of the offer that stood out to us. There were Reiki healing offer. Last week we did dog training offer, so it kind of suits us doing a horse training offer this week, I guess. We're going all in on animal offers right now. James has years of marketing experience. He spends millions of dollars on paid ads every month. I have years of marketing experience as well. And, we're excited to go through this funnel from a marketing point of view and then talk about what is good, what is bad, and, learn from what they've been doing as well. Well, the first thing is that what do you think of the market? Who is the market? Who are they going after? Looking at the ads and, looking at the copy as well.
Honestly, from my experience, I would imagine that this audience really applies to kind of a middle-aged, like coastal type of woman. So I can see like the New England state coast, someone that comes from a bit of affluence, or probably like they're the daughter of somebody that is well off, that has the ability to get you into like this kind of activity that usually does cost quite a bit of money to do. I would argue that that's the majority of the market. Yes, this is a hunch, but we could see who's featured in the creatives. We can see, the person that's pushing this product, what they're positioning around. Like you can kind of tell what kind of person that is. And I think that that's the majority of the audience. And that's kind of what I've seen. I've had maybe like one friend ever that did horseback riding. And the image that I have in my head when I saw this was exactly kind of how her family operates. And it seems very likely that this is hitting kind of like that, maybe almost trust fund child kind of audience.
Makes sense. I, for some reason, thought the audience was male.
That's interesting. Why is that?
I don't know. Like, let's look at the images. Okay, so there is a guy. There is a girl. Not sure. Girl. Okay, guy.
To be fair, that is actually a great point, because as I'm thinking about this, like there is the world of like the ranchers and the cowboys, which that was more male dominated. And so if we look at that, then yes, like a lot of that imagery for sure leans heavy male. But I would see that being more of like a how to be a rancher offer, which I don't even know if there are still people doing that like in the Western US or not, but I'm sure there are somewhere. But that's a good point.
But the fact is that clearly women are buying this course. And I'm pretty sure they did their research because, even their Facebook page name is Emma. So they want to talk to a woman. And then in all of their ads, there is woman. Like this is a woman. All their ads are woman. The next thing that I noticed, James, is the long ad copy. Look at this ad copy. It's like so long.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Like it's been a while since I have seen ad copy this long. It tells a whole story. Like I couldn't sleep at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. It's like writing a book, to be honest. Like it's like the whole, she was right. Emma's family paid $200 per month. Emma's mom called, right? It's like a whole giant story in here, to be honest. But here's what really mattered. My students were happy. And that's why I'm doing this. Last month, we had our first graduation ceremony. I don't even think that's true, to be honest. And make it happen every lesson for every student. They're counting on you. I'm not sure who they is, but you'll understand if you read that copy.
Yeah.
The secret behind every successful writing instructor knows. Okay, but no one talks about it.
Bro, this would have been copy we would have written in 2020, bro. One interesting thing about that copy too is if you scroll up a bit, there is something that called out like honoring her potential, which I think is really, I'm not necessarily the expert to speak on this. There's definitely some killer like woman copywriters like Lana Sova, I believe is her last name, that can like speak to this more than I can. But the aspect of like giving someone permission to be their best in the copy, that was the one thing that stood out to me here. Where was
Not sure where is that, but
it was somewhere before or like after.
Like,
Oh, there
it's
it
right
is.
here.
Yeah. Not because I suddenly became a better instructor, because I finally had a system that honored her potential, right? And it's that aspect of, with a lot of like men-based content, the question is like, will I be able to use this system, right? And then from a woman perspective, again, I'm not necessarily expert on this, but it's like, is this system a good fit for me, right? And so this has a bit of a subtle nod that the system will work for you, and not only will it work, it'll bring out your best potential, which I think is really interesting positioning.
That's very unique, to be honest, because I finally had a system that honored her potential. So it's trying to say, like, I have a system that's unique to whatever makes you unique.
Yeah. And it kind of takes the responsibility away from them because it's like the reason all this other stuff has failed is because you didn't have something that honored you.
Yes. So parents started bragging about their kids' progress. Referrals poured in. But here's what really mattered. My students were happy. Okay. They came to lessons excited. They practiced at home because they had clear goals. They celebrated achievements. This is a really good copy, but it's a long copy. But I'm sure it's working. So looking at the ads, I mean, they have the ads from September the 10th, right? So this is October 13th. So they've been running ads for more than a month. And, you know, I mean, if anyone's running ads, they're making money, right? So this is some of their old video ads. They're selling a guide, which is the other thing we talked about earlier, is that shouldn't they be selling a video course training or something, right? Why are they selling a guide? Is it just because it's an AI faceless thing? Is that why?
I would imagine so. Somebody that is actually doing horseback riding and horseback training, I doubt that they're doing a lot of this for social media, you know, or if they're doing training, they're going to be at a stable somewhere. Again, this is based on my limited experience in the middle of Indiana. There's a lot of horseback stables around here that people can go and get lessons. It's never really advertised well. So I'd imagine the actual experts, they're not advertising. It's local word of mouth, you know, maybe a newspaper insert or like a magazine insert from a community here or there. But that would be my guess or my assumption on why they're not doing a video course. It would be better if they did, but they would actually also have to be an expert, which I'm not sure if they are.
Yeah, a lot of their ad copies are super long. Even the images, like back in 2018, 2017, and 2019, I would say 2017, there was a time when everyone would like run image ads and they were just like normal image ads, like there would be nothing and then just a long copy. And that's what reminds me, like when you see their ads, like this is targeting ads, but right here, it's like the image doesn't tell you exactly what's happening, right? You're just struggling and then there's a long copy and then there's an image right here. It's a super direct response, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like they're going as broad as possible. You know,
I agree. It's so weird. Like, I don't see this, at least in the ecom space, I don't see a lot of this style working at all anymore. It's mostly just creative diversity. You need to have like congruent funnels and messaging across the board here. And from what we're seeing here, it's just, I don't see how it could work, but it clearly something must be working.
yeah, it's definitely working. Like September 27 ads, they have tons of ads, October 7. So they're definitely doing something right. Yeah, it's clearly working recently. So this is October 13. They're trying video ads now, which is probably because it's working, it's making money. So it's a book on our hand. You think this is an AI video?
Let's go back to the book and see. Is that even the same material that they're showing in any of
Because this looks pretty real to me, to be honest.
That book looks fake.
Looks very,
And
very
then the
fake.
big American flag on this. Yeah, nah. Also, the cutoff between the graph and the sand, like going from straight green to sand, like that's not normally. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, why is there a shadow here and why is there not? It's just definitely a little weird, to be honest. And there's a cut here, and I think it's from VEO. It only makes you like 8-second video, and then there was a cut right on the 8-second. Did you notice that?
I
Because,
didn't. No.
there's a cut on 8-second mark. You'll notice. Yeah, that was a cut.
That's a great call out.
It's definitely an AI video. They're trying video ads now. I mean, and they still have the long ad copy, which is interesting. Okay, it's definitely working. Let's go through the funnel. So this is the funnel. First of all, okay, they have different countries. You have Afghanistan as well. What's up with that? So I can buy in. Oh wow, I can buy in all currencies. That's interesting. But okay, United States. This is a Shopify website kind of thing, like contact us, home. I don't think it's needed. Autumn sales are back. Okay, so this is good. The first thing is the image of everything that they're going to be getting. AVI level in UK. And what countries is Spain and Germany?
I'm kind of confused on why they would feature that. Are they just saying
Yeah.
it's available in English, Spanish, and German?
I'm not sure. And why is it British English? Why is it not in US English? Because on the ads, I clearly saw a US flag on the jacket, right? And they're running ads in the US as well. Everything you need to teach and learn horsemanship. Okay, teach and learn. Wait, am I teaching someone else? I'm not sure. What is this? Teach and learn. Just learn, right? Why teach?
Yeah, it's a little bit fragmented.
Or is this?
Or I guess maybe it could be training material for someone to teach to someone else, but some of the copy was speaking about that. Like it was talking about all of the lesson plans, like staying up till 11 p.m. and crying because the lesson plans weren't done. So it could double for beginners and I guess for others, but parents, young writers, and instructors. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, what's inside the complete pack? Professional guides, 100 plus horsemanship activities, worksheets, 70 plus patterns. Interesting. Okay, complete journal and planner. People barely use this, I would like to be honest, but I think it's helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, how to use your pack, download, print, and grow. Okay, limited time offer, $56, free bonuses included, which is the complete horse unit study. Okay, and then there's 50 plus illustrated flashcards. Okay, those are 2 bonuses. And then what are you getting once again? And then C is the person who's teaching it. Thank you for exploring the pack. Okay, this pack was born out of a simple mission to make the equestrian world accessible, engaging, and practical. Okay, so C is the face, FAQ. You know, I'm just like a little surprised that they do so much selling on the ads. Like, couldn't they have done a better selling on the sales page as well, like with the stories and all those things. I feel like the sales page is pretty like direct, which is fine if that works, right?
Yeah.
And that seems to be working, but why not do more selling here? Also, sort of thinking. What do you think of the
I
page?
mean,
Any comments, feedback?
yeah, no, and I agree with you that they could do more selling on this page. They probably have different pages for like their top of funnel traffic versus retargeting, but because of the
Mhm.
long copy across a lot of the cold traffic ads, I imagine that is educating and getting people really primed to make a purchase. So they probably didn't need as much on their page here because if someone even read through maybe 30% of that copy, it's likely that they're in a bit of a buying state already. So I would imagine somebody that's having these problems and looking for help, they're probably going to be asking the question, how do I do this? And how do I do it better? And they kind of answer that in a strong way by kind of showing what all is included and what you're going to get. I kind of feel like your page does the job. I mean, we could kind of back into this and use like similar web and try to figure out how much traffic they actually have going to the site. But I think the page does a pretty good job just based on what's happening on the front end with ads.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think I'm hung up on like seeing a funnel in a Shopify, which is pretty rare for me to see that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they have a funnel in the Shopify. So once you're all done, you can add to the cart, and there's some order bump. So this is basically the order bump here, unlimited lifetime updates. Okay. Lifetime updates. So this is a good bump. This is an easy bump that anybody can add, to be honest. The other one is From Fear to Freedom, the complete writer's guide to overcoming trauma and regaining confidence. Okay. So if you have
That's interesting.
trauma, then you can get that guide. Okay. And the cart will expire in 3 minutes, which is good as well. Having a timer or something like that increases your conversion rate. So that's good. All right, it's $56. I feel like it's a little expensive, but they are going after wealthy audiences. So I feel like many people are happy to pay.
Agreed on that. I also, the call out at the top of the cart, like, hey, you're doing awesome. That's a little bit odd, but I kind of get like they're trying to make you feel good about your purchase, of course. The way that they frame the upsells are really strong. I think them basing it on kind of an emotion of why someone should act, like the fear of the trauma and whatnot. Like, I'm sure there's like every horseback rider has fallen off their horse or maybe had that one scary experience where maybe it was a decision between are they still going to continue to do this because it's getting dangerous or is their horse going to cooperate? And so having that as an upsell in the cart, I think is really strong. And to your point, like the lifetime update for $12, that's such a no brainer. It's like what is almost like 10, maybe 10 to 15% of what your actual cost is. Like that's nothing.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's check out. Do you think there's upsell here?
I would imagine so, but it's going to look different than ClickFunnels. I can't imagine how they're going to do like upsells and downsells. It's probably just going to be like one post purchase upsell, but let's figure out. And I'd definitely love to know what they're using in for the upsell so we can inspect their code.
There's no upsell. There you go.
Wow, leaving money on the table.
Yeah, leaving massive money on the table. Do you really think they're profitable just by selling $56 product?
I don't know. The sweet spot that I've kind of seen for AOV and growth is like really $70 plus, 56 on acquisition, like for them to actually make money on that. It is a niche audience, so I don't know what the click-through rate or anything like that is. If I was to give an example, I could probably imagine that they're maybe $2 or below for a click without getting into like trying to do some back and napping math here. Like I imagine they're probably break even.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to find in my emails, but I have a doubt and feeling that they have other products that they'll probably email me with. And that's probably how they would make money as well from this.
Yeah.
So
I guess I'm just
Yeah,
curious
I
what
think
that
if
would
somebody-
even look like, you know?
I mean, the easy thing to do, okay, so this is the email that I got, view your downloads. Okay, they haven't sent me any of the emails yet. But talking about this offer, I mean, it's a good offer, good niche. If somebody wanted to do this offer, I mean, I would definitely do it. Like, I think somebody should do it. I'm pretty confident, I would say 80, 90% confident that they are profitable some way or form right now. Looking at the AI offer, I think I have other feeling, which is that they may be doing like Instagram and TikTok or viral AI shorts, like making videos of horses or making those kind of things, and then linking them to that link where they can check out. They may be making money that way as well. So they may have organic and then they may have paid side, and that may be working together to make them pretty good amount of money. But somebody wanted to just run paid ads, they could do it, literally sell it for $27, $47, $57 and then have tons of upsells. I mean, not just that, but can you do like online training for this? Like, can you teach online how to ride your horses?
I mean, I'm sure there's a way. If I think about what some of these coaches or like stables were doing during COVID, I honestly don't know. Maybe a lot of them were actually shut down. But why wouldn't you be able to get on a Zoom call and like walk someone through how they're like training their horse and give them tips? I think it would be harder to do. I don't see how you would add like a back end coaching offer to this without being in person, but anything's possible. So
I mean, people do fitness coaching online as well. So if people can do working out coaching online, then there is a possibility that you can also have horse training online as well. I think there's a possibility. I think someone who has a YouTube channel or something and they are the horse riding guru right now, they could copy this funnel, launch it, and then, they could sell their backend like a lot, or they could like help instructor, like, hey, I will teach you how to train horses and make money. Like you could also do that as well.
That's a good
So
point.
I think
That's a good point.
play with that too. And then you can do that locally. Like you can, in your city, in your state, you can travel and you can help other people training their horses and stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah, that is a really good point. So maybe that's the natural ascension, is the biz up aspect instead of the coaching.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty much it for today. I think it was a good offer, good breakdown. I really enjoyed it.
Likewise.
Do you have anything else, James?
No, I'd love to see how the product looks.
All right. I'll email you.
Sounds good.
That's it for today. I will see you guys on the next video.
See you guys. Thanks, Michelle.